Hey everybody. I wanted to take a minute today and kind of reintroduce myself, my brand, and what I'm about and why I'm creating. So, my name's Ryan Dunn, and I've been sculpting for about 7 years now. And the brand that I'm building and my plans for this year are to really push my message and to be able to create characters that really push the expression and the story behind a character and who they really are. So, with that in mind, this year I have a few plans that I'm going to try to push that with doing, inspiring people to create their own characters, how to sculpt, how to really push the expression so that you can feel the piece, as well as diving into some of the characters and icons that I always loved growing up. I'm a big horror fan, so a lot of them are towards that type of style along with monsters, but I will be doing a few other animal series and types of things like that. So what I wanted to discuss today was a little bit of what I have planned for the year and the project lines that I'm going to be bringing on. So, to start out with, I have the Art of Creation, which I just started, and I did a couple videos that are available on my Gumroad account right now, but I'm going to be pushing that more. And the purpose of that is it's to really inform and instruct people how to sculpt, how to manage your time as an artist, how to make a career out of, being a creative, pushing the expression on your characters, coming up with stories, that whole a whole wide range of things that's going to be, centered around that area. So, basically, the first ones that I'm kind of starting with is one of this character, which is really pushing the expression of being bold and standing up for yourself, believing in yourself, and, understanding that each one of us has a purpose here and that you just have to really figure out what that is and just push for it. There's nothing that can stop you. So this guy will actually, I have the first part of the video series, and I will be promoting that this month, the month of February. I'm going to be doing a special discount for that guy, and it's just going to be the first part. And what I'm really looking towards is trying to get some feedback on it. So I'm going to have it at a special premium rate for this month only, and then it won't be available again until later on in the next month or in the next couple months when I do the whole video series of taking him from start to finish. But with having half of it finished, I wanted to go ahead and put it out there at a special rate just so people could see it and see what they think about it, because I'm always going to be growing and I'm going to be trying to get better at the videos. Even though I just started, I understand where I'm at, but I also want to hear what everybody thinks about it. So, you guys have any ideas? Leave some comments below about what kind of things you would like, tips and tricks that you would like to learn as far as sculpting, monsters. I'm going to do a little bit of writing and their, basically for their character background and stuff like that, but really focusing on pushing the expression and really sketching in clay and having the freedom to take a piece like this and just sketch it out. And if it doesn't turn out, not to go crazy or worry about it and just to scrap it and start fresh, to where, all of these clay sketches can just be sketches in a sketchbook. Not all of them have to be, brought all the way to completion. So I'll be doing a few videos on that as well. But that leads me to my personal expression line, which is basically animals with that I'm going to push the expression a lot larger or a lot farther than, normal animals would have. So more of a personal or a human emotion, but with animals with a strong personal message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a minute and show you guys a close-up of what I got and explain the pieces I have and what I have on my radar. Alright, so here you can see a little bit closer shot of my Be Bold piece, along with a happy squirrel that really just enjoys life, really inspired from The Tree of Life by Justin Stumble. Also got my little giraffe here, which is called Letting Go, which focuses on, letting go of everything and just being yourself, not being afraid of what other people think of you, which leads to the zebra I have over here of True Colors. This one's a little zombified paint up, but I also have a regular version of him, which was sculpted by Ali, but was a piece based on, showing your true colors and being yourself. And finally, in the back over here, I have my Giddy piece, which is basically along the lines of to feel free to get excited, enjoy what you're doing, and enjoy life. All right, so there you see, that's one of the things I got going on. And just to give you a little more insight, the reason I have a few different ideas going on is because I am really more of a concept guy, and I do go into a decent amount of detail, but I really enjoy sketching and to just finding characters and really pushing the expression. So the way that I work is I like to start on a piece and I'll kind of move around between pieces, because if I can't really stay motivated when I focus too hard on just one solid piece. I kind of jump around. And as I work on other pieces, that's when I start getting new ideas about the piece that, I was stuck on. So these aren't going to be pieces that I'm going to be doing all at once, because you should really only work on 2 to 3 pieces at the most at a time. But this is what I have planned for the year. So the ones I just showed you, the personal expressions, I'm going to be doing a few of them to really promote, and they're going to be the tutorial videos for my art of creation. Beyond that, I don't really have any of them scheduled. Now, for the next series that I'm going to be working on is these guys over here, which are my Inner Demons line. I tested out the series last year with a couple pieces, and this one in particular was my analysis paralysis demon. Basically, I have that issue with my mind to where it overthinks things and keeps strategizing even after I figured things out. So that was one of my own personal demons that I created. A lot of people liked it, and then I created a second one for procrastination, which the idea was there, but the character didn't really fit in to where I wanted it. So I kind of took some time to really think about it, and now I'm going to try to push that series again with a few more pieces. And what I'm going at after these guys is they are going to be creatures that have a face. They're like little gremlins that have a face that are tough to catch, something that you have to face on a daily basis. So instead of having these things in your mind that are almost like apparitions or spirits, things that you can't see but are always hiding on your shoulder. So I'm giving them a face, I'm giving them form and flesh that you can look at. And they're also, each one of them has a strong message. It's going to have some strong inspiration to help push you get past it, and how I've been trying to get past them. So that's one of the other series. And to kind of battle against that, I'm going to try to start putting out a series of personal angels. The personal angels, I'm still kind of working on a title for that, but the personal angels are going to be, they're going to be a little bit taller piece, a little more elegant, but they're not going to be the typical fluffy winged angels. They're going to be personal angels, people that walk into your life at just the right moment and inspire you, pick you up when you're down, that whole type of thing. The real concept that I'm feeling behind it is going to be, a lot of these earthly angels have wings that you can't see. So they show up at the right time, and they just pick you up when you're down. So that's the idea and the concept, and I'm going to start pushing that out later on. I'm going to say like mid-year, so I'm going to start working on those. I might have a few sketches earlier than that, but that's what I have scheduled for later on this year. So what I'm going to do now is show you those. I'm going to take a closer look, and here are the sketches I have for my Inner Demons, as well as the first piece I have that I sketched from a model at a draw-a-thon for the idea behind the angels. Alright, so here you can see are a few of the demons that I have sketched out and planned. And here we go. So this one is focused on the fear of failure, basically being overwhelmed and not sure where to go, not being able to, being sad because you're not able to stand up for yourself, not having a voice, which is why I had no mouth, and not feeling like you have a voice, or you're afraid of stepping outside your comfort zone. The next one up is got the idea of greed mixed with um, a personal view of yourself, feeling but the cocky attitude feeling. This guy right here is a playful one, and it is the demon of distraction. Basically, the whole concept of, look, squirrel. The when you get sidetracked and trying to face that. Up here, we got another creature, which is basically my procrastination demon. The demon that lies to you, which is why I gave it the extended nose, the Pinocchio feel of, oh, you can do that later. You got plenty of time tomorrow. You even got time next week. Here is the next one, which I got the story behind this one is the laziness demon. The always down, kind of sad, but you also see the couple of fangs there. And the story behind that is that when you start to get lazy, it's almost like a succubus or a vampire that just sucks the energy out of you. You start getting tired, and you start allowing it to drink the blood, and you just kind of keep sinking farther and farther. Here's another demon I sketched out, which was a concept and an idea. I still do not have a storyline for it, but this guy is going to be my overwhelming sadness demon. And the idea behind this one started from just being overwhelmed with things happening with life in general, falling apart at the seams, feeling like the entire world's falling down around you. And then finally, my analysis paralysis demon. So these are the pieces that I'm looking into, and I'm going to start off with completing a couple of them. And then to kind of go against them, and on the other side of the line, you can see a sketch here of a little angel character that was built off the model. So the idea I have in mind is to do, the demons are going to be almost like little gremlins, little rascals kind of running around, hard to catch. And I'm going to create the angels to be taller, more elegant pieces that are going to be about a little bit tall. They're going to be probably about that tall. Taller, elegant pieces that are really strong and bold and uplifting. So that's a little bit more on the characters that I'm creating for that. And that is a series, the Inner Demons, I'll be working on in the next few months. I'll be working on about 2 or 3 to put out. And then I'm also going to sprinkle in some angels later on in the year. And I'm going to test that and see what people think about it and how it relates to people. And one last note on the angel series. The thing I said was these are personal angels. Angels that are around us all the time. We just cannot see their wings. So with that, I am going to try to do some semi-transparent wings that are going to kind of follow the idea of these are angels that have wings that we just can't see. All right, now for 2 fun projects that I'm going to be playing with, but aren't going to be big, huge projects, but are going to be kind of things I'm going to be playing with and discovering. I started doing some Monday mashups. So every Monday I do a sketch based on trying to complete a piece that has 2 or 3 characters mashed together. So these are smaller wall plaques that basically have a keyhole for the back so they can hang on the wall. They are going to be approximately 8 to 10 inches, around 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches tall. But these are fun little pieces that kind of are pushing my creativity and are for myself, but I will be pushing these guys. So here you can see I did a Predator mixed with a Captain America. And here you can see another Predator mixed with a Boba Fett. And another one I have is here, which is a Harley Quinn mixed with a Deadpool. So these are fun pieces, and I'm going to try to start doing them on Periscope as well every Monday. I'll be up on Periscope sculpting whatever piece I have going on. So, like I said, these are all mashups, and I'm going to show you guys one more that I kind of sketched up last week. And this is how they all start and begin. But here you can see is a Wolverine mixed with a Spawn. And that was the first one I did on Periscope. So I'm going to continue with that, and these aren't coming out on a specific schedule, but every Monday I'll be sketching them, and then depending on the ones that I like and the ones that are interesting, I'll be completing them and making them into little wall plaques that will be available, both blanks and painted. The other idea I will be testing the waters on are going to be misunderstood monsters, which is going to really push my cute and creepy vibe that a lot of collectors have admired about my work. So these are going to be characters that, are from childhood fears, and it's an idea I played around with and have thought about for the last couple years. And I'm going to test how I can push them out there this year by doing just a few small pieces. This is the idea of, for example, the monster under the bed. The character that always hides under kids' beds, red glowing eyes, growling, never comes out. And I'm going to take that and kind of flip the script in trying to understand the monster a little more. Maybe it's not that he's hiding under the bed, but that he's just afraid to come out. Maybe it's a monster that's afraid of the light, so that's why he stays under the bed. All that dust and dirt accumulates under the bed, which really messes with his allergies, giving him the red itchy eyes, giving him the sneezing, which sounds like growling and snarling, but really just being afraid to come out. And I'm going to test a few different ideas on that, but that is going to be something in this scale with the real cute and creepy vibe. Something similar to this, to where, this is a piece I created for a charity project for Hope, which is to help support AIDS orphan in Africa. But the entire line is going to be created with this idea and image and approximately around this scale. A little bit smaller pieces that, are going to be fun and enjoyable, so that I can try to reach a wider audience. I can get, more people interested in my work and my message. Okay? All right. And finally, the last one I will be doing is my Monster Love series. I started these out last year and did my first piece of, the Bride and Frank, my own interpretation, and on a heart plaque. So, they can be hung up on the wall as well. And I got a lot of good feedback, and I was really interested in doing them, so I will continue that. And I will have a new one every 3, maybe 4 months. So I'm going to be doing a few more this year. But they are focused on my favorite characters, the icons that really hit me when I was younger and growing up, and the monster movies that I still love. So I'm going to be expanding a little bit more into more monsters and some of the slasher characters. But these are approximately 12-inch hearts that I'm going to push because I like the characters, and I like really redesigning them and trying to make them my own. But I'm also going to be pushing them with a strong message. So it's helping me to push my storytelling skills also. With this one being embrace your scars. The whole idea and message of, we all have our own dark sides. We all have our own scars, our own stitches, certain things that are holding us together, and every single one of us as human beings has them. So it's something that you shouldn't look down on yourself for having, but should rather, celebrate the differences you have as well as the differences you find in others. So these are the projects that I'm going to be working on this year, and I would love to hear some feedback, what you guys think. And I would really appreciate honesty in everything you got, the good, the bad, the ugly. So you like it, let me know. You think it's a horrible idea, I have no problem with that. Let me know. If you can tell me why, that's even better. Um, but these are the pieces that I'm pushing. I'm really trying to push my own creativity, my own original characters. I'm still going to be staying true to a lot of the icons that I grew up with and really loved, and doing my own versions and pushing the expression in a way that I haven't seen before. And I'm also going to be working a lot more on my storytelling and really developing the characters and the mood, the feeling. That way, I can really connect with them, and everyone that sees it can really connect. So, with that in mind, I'm going to be doing a lot of sketching, a lot of new pieces this year. I'm going to be doing a lot of new videos, tutorials. So, anything you guys got for me, let me know. Please leave a comment below telling me what you would like to see, what you would like to learn. If you're interested in any, ideas that, come to mind, any new demons or angels, or what you think about any of the lines. Or if you think I'm doing way too much, or if my ideas are too spread out or too varied, or anything like that. If you think you don't like the sketches, you don't like the work that I'm creating or how I'm pushing it, you think the stories are doing great and are helping you, anything like that, let me know. I would love to hear it. The only way I'm going to grow is to hear all the feedback. So whether it's I love your work or whether I think you can improve here, I'd love to hear it. That's the way I'm going to grow. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. I'll be doing some new videos, and I'll be putting out the one art of creation piece or the art of creation video that I'm pushing. All right. So remember, if you check out my site on gumroad.com, I'll leave a link below, but gumroad.com/alter ego designs. You can check that video out. I'm going to have it at a great price for this month only. That's the only month you'll be able to get it until I release the full series. I really just want to push it out there and see what people think, get some feedback. That way I can continue to grow and improve. So, like I said, thanks for watching, and I will be back with more videos soon.